Tonight, it's a story every driver needs to see. State police are stepping up efforts to ticket more speeders in construction zones across the metro area.
Our TV6 traffic reporter Lauren Casey took an in-depth look at this issue and shows us why a ticket should not be your only motivation to slow down.
Something you see every summer. Orange signs and concrete barriers. Construction zones, we drive through them every day, and sometimes we follow the white lines, lower speeds, and posted signs. But when we don't, do we know who we are impacting?
You can just see how happy she was and smiling.
Valerie Woodard of Greenwood is busy making these scrapbooks full of pictures to give her 3 grandchildren. Birthdays, holidays, beautiful memories with their mother, Audrey.
Well, her smile was contagious whenever anybody would meet her. Just didn't matter. She just always had a smile on her face.
Audrey was a bride-to-be. The woman who would have been her mother-in-law sat down with us.
They were the biggest blessing in her life. She's just crazy about them.
On June 23rd, late in the evening, Audrey left the kids with their grandma before heading to work.
She just kissed them all and went back through and kissed them all and went back through and kissed them again, you know, so she just loved them.
It was around 11:30 when Audrey reached the Anderson exit on Interstate 69, a construction zone. Police were on the scene alerting drivers of what was ahead, and Audrey slowed down, but the semi-truck driver behind her did not, plowing into the back of Audrey's pickup. A young mother of 3 died that night.
And I got the call that she was officially missing. We didn't know at the time. Cried. It was hysterical finding out.
45 days before that crash, a truck driver struck and killed 2 construction workers on southbound I-69 near 82nd Street. 2 fatal crashes, both the results of speeding and not paying attention in work zones. So we drove down to the south side to see the problem for ourselves. Right now we're heading eastbound on I-465 down the south side of town. I'm just passing the exit to I-65 heading towards Emerson Avenue. Now we do have a lot of construction crews out on the scene here today working at that Sherman Drive Bridge project. Most of the cars are pulling out from behind me and passing us, going a little bit faster this morning. The cars to my left are going past us about 10 miles an hour faster than what we're going.
You're very close to traffic.
Speeding and not paying attention to warning signs, common sights for INDOT project engineer Andrew Pangalo.
We're gonna have a guy with 1 foot of room up against the spirit wall.
There is very little room for error.
It's tough to get a second chance out here.
Andrew agreed to wear our camera to show you what it's like to be them.
No, and you're doing this all day for thousands of feet. You know, you expect to get a lot done, but at the same time, you gotta be aware. So it's a tough job.
Andrew tells us it only takes one driver to make one small mistake for a normal workday to turn tragic.
Do you trust them? We do trust the drivers, but we know that there are people out there on the cell phones, maybe not paying attention. All we can ask is that they try not to do that. And when they see those signs, know that there's people near the roadway doing their job.
It's the families like Andrew's that worry each day, and the families mourning the loss of their own. That should be enough for us on the roads to slow down and pay attention.
The little girl looks from person to person trying to find her mommy. She can't find her. So yeah, it's very personal.
Lauren Casey, RTV6.
That is a sad story. And from the placement of orange barrels to the lane shifting and warning signs, everything is carefully calculated to the foot by INDOT. This gives workers the most possible space to complete their job without causing any major traffic backups for your commutes.
And if you want to know areas that are active with construction zones before you head to work, just tune in to Good Morning Indiana to keep you updated throughout the early hours.